The Empress? Wow, that's the highest status. The Emperor and the Empress are of equal status. So the Empress is slightly different to the Emperor. Okay, she has all 4 queens. The queens are feminine energy. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you are male or female. We all have, at different points in our life, during different events, sometimes we go more masculine when we need to boss up, or we go more masculine when we need to be a bit more cutthroat and more single-minded, make harsh decisions. We go more into our feminine energy as a man or a woman when we are being nurturing, when we are thinking about the wider family picture or the wider team. And a good manager, if you think about a boss in a workplace, a good manager, 50%, of what a good manager does for their team is look out for their well-being, So anyway, it's very, very positive to be in your feminine energy. But when it comes to relationships, if you are male, it's better that you are slightly more in your masculine energy. Obviously, it's good to have both aspects, but and if you're female, it's slightly better to be in your feminine energy because you tend to complement each other like yin and yang. When you're both in your masculine, you can clash, and when you're in your feminine energy and a male partner is also in the feminine energy, no one's kind of in pursuit, so that can be a problem as well. Okay, so it's really, really essential to have, most of the time, a complementary, one more in their masculine, one more in their feminine energy. Anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about. So the Empress is different to the Emperor because she is a nurturer, she is a mother, she is pregnant with ideas, she can be literally pregnant, she's pregnant with possibility, she's the creator, okay? It's a very creative person, and she can literally create human life as well. She can create from nothing, wherever she is, as many times as she needs to, okay? She possesses all 4 queens, the Queen of Cups, massive empathy, able to be very, very calm on the surface and continue under stress to help others, okay? The Queen of Wands, ambitious, energetic, driven, fire energy, goal orientated, achieves in work, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, practical, able to deal with 3D realities like paying bills, able to make money, able to spend money, materialistic in the right way, okay? A good provider spends a lot of money on themselves but spends as much money on others. Queen of Cups, and we've done Cups, Wands, Pentacles, Swords, Queen of Swords, intelligent, gathers information, conducts research, a fantastic orator, silver-tongued, very persuasive with words. Swords is communication, whether that be written or spoken. She has all of the skills, okay? She creates life. She has everything within her to be abundant financially and in love, okay? The sun is literally beaming out of her, okay? So, Leo, for you to be feeling like that is wonderful. And Leo, your fire energy, so You have a fantastic balance and you have seriously leveled up, okay? People are not born an empress, they become an empress, okay? Through knowledge, experience, tempering themselves, learning to be patient, learning to forgive, being able to provide for others, being able to reinvent themselves. You are reaching a very elevated status, Leo, so well done. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords reversed. Now, the Five of Swords upright is a negative card. It's one where harsh words have been exchanged and everyone's walking away with their head in their hands in different directions. You know, collateral damage. Look at all these skulls that are piled up. You know, it's taking no prisoners with your words, with your communication, having verbal arguments, saying things that you're going to regret. On the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, yeah, there's people walking away in different directions and, you know, someone's picking up the swords, grinning and sort of looking back sly because they feel like they won, yet everything's been lost, really. You know, they're picking up their swords that they've swiped with, but did they win? Because everyone's walked off in different directions. That's a loss, you know? Life is to be shared. We're not trying to one-up each other or cut each other down. See, when it's reversed, it's actually good because we don't want it upright because that means harsh words have been exchanged. I think you've managed to avoid it using your Empress energy, okay? You've been the bigger person in some sort of situation to avoid collateral damage towards others. I'm going to have to take my socks off. I'm burning up. I've got like woolly clothes on and I've got woolly socks on. Right, we've got a combination. We've got the Five of Cups reversed, so avoiding an ending, a loss. We've got the Four of Wands. Can you see these? Yeah. We've got the Four of Wands, which represents a public union, like a marriage and living together in a house. We have Six of Swords, which is leaving your troubles behind. It's movement away from what was causing trouble. We've got the Queen of Cups upright, so that's someone who is an empath, someone who has emotions for others. They continue to give even when, you know, there's trouble. They will absorb the stress and give out kindness. They will be the bigger person and maintain, you know, good feelings all round. We've got the Strength reversed, so someone's struggling to, you know, to keep we have got leaving troubles behind, being the bigger person, avoiding loss. It might be just trying to think because it's quite an unusual combination. The thing is, it's all positive until the Strength reversed. So I think you're getting tired of kind of letting certain things fly in order to keep a happy home. I think you're getting tired of doing that. Because you've got the Empress, which is someone who's a creator, a nurturer, and a massive empath. Okay, you've got the Queen of Cups, so being an empath is accentuated here. It's highlighted as like something that you're having to do a lot of, Leo. And it's to keep the peace in a household. And it's getting harder. It's getting hard to keep doing that. You're biting your tongue over something because we've got the Five of Swords reversed. So you've avoided kind of conflict, verbal conflict, arguments, disagreements, but it's getting hard to keep doing it. Your fire energy, okay, so like an unevolved Leo would just rattle things off the tongue and say in a very hot-headed way, like whatever they're thinking, and it would be very harsh, you know, very like domineering, overpowering, overwhelming for people to be around. But you've been tempering yourself to the point where it's actually like, you know, the strength is your card, Leo, like that's your major arcana. So for that to be reversed is like you really having to be in your feminine energy and be very nurturing. You might be doing a lot of parenting. I think you've evolved, like you've really changed as a person a lot over the last 12 months. Because you do possess fire energy, you possess the Queen of Wands, but you also possess the intelligence of the Queen of Swords. You also possess the kindness and the empathy of a Queen of Cups. You also possess the practical, responsible, reliable, day-to-day, dealing with a 3D reality groundedness of a Queen of Pentacles, right? So you have really leveled up in terms of being a provider, in terms of giving advice, being there for someone as a support, an emotional support, a financial support. And you know, you do your research and you find out the facts, and then you speak words that are wise rather than using harsh verbiage towards anyone. You've really, really like come into your like highest honor, you know. So caps for you. So your person has the Hierophant. Now that's the card of Taurus. It's the major arcana for Taurus. So they may be a Taurus. The Hierophant is a teacher. There's someone who has lived many harsh lessons to the point where they are now able to teach others, okay, and share what they've learnt the hard way. They want to share that with others. They are the teacher. They share their experiences with others so that they don't have to go through the same experience, or they don't have to do it as harshly, okay? It's to help others. We've got the Seven of Swords reversed. So something strategic or some kind of trickery is going to be exposed. I will clarify these with the Shadow Love Oracle. In the challenge position, right, the Hanged Man's flipped out. So can someone allow themselves to see a different perspective? So Leo, your person is the Hierophant. They are extremely wise. They're able to see and expose other people's lies and trickery. But they can be stubborn, okay? So they can struggle to see a perspective that isn't their own. The Hierophant is a very open person. They're very direct, they're very open, they're very blunt. They are not someone who moves strategically. They They're wise, they're an old soul, they're intelligent, but they're so honest, they're too honest, okay? So they are not manipulative, they are not calculated, premeditated, and sometimes this is a weakness, okay, towards people who have poor intentions. They struggle to see, that others are 10 steps ahead of them because of their kind nature. And you wouldn't want to change anyone who's kind-natured and benign. You wouldn't want to change that because there's too many people in life that we have to keep one eye open and watch, especially in workplaces. It makes people, be a different version of themselves. A lot of competition, a lot of trying to, compete with others. So it can get really tiring for someone who's not naturally strategic. To have to start being strategic is really tiring because it's not automatic for them. They have to really think about it and make themselves do it. Now, what's interesting is we've got all feminine cards coming out. We've got the Empress, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Cups. So there's double feminine energy. So I don't think there's anything going on between the two of you at the moment, because we need someone to be in the masculine hunter-gatherer mode, like to go out and get, and bring home. No one's in that mode. Right, for the outcome, we've got the 8 of Swords. Now that is mental entrapment. It's dwelling on stuff, ruminating on stuff, being anxious, having anxiety. It's being trapped in your own kind of pattern of thoughts, negative thoughts, okay? It's air energy. Now, you've both got cards with swords on. You both got cards of air energy. You've got a good mix of fire, water, air. They've got air. They've got air. You're both a little bit of earth, but you're fire, water and air, and they're mostly air. So they're trying to logic everything. They're trying to use reason and logic and facts and intellectualize everything. They're on an education kind of vibe rather than a feelings vibe or a passion vibe. Temperance reversed, yeah, they're intellectualizing everything. There is no balance in terms of how they're approaching things at the moment, Leo. It's all intellectualizing it. They're not feeling it and doing what feels right. They're trying to do the right thing based off the past and the lessons that they've learned, okay? We've got justice in the upright. Between the heart and things that are hidden. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles reversed. That's very positive. It's justice being done, coming out from the cold. Okay? Someone's coming out from the cold. I'm going to have to clarify because I'm not sure whose energy that is in the outcome. Why the Hierophant, please? Crumbling. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build anew. So they're learning their lessons from the past. Your person, whether you're involved with them or it's someone you've already been involved with and there's nothing going on between you right now, or it's someone that you've got your eye on that you're trying to manifest, they are in the business of rebuilding their life, okay? They've been through it. They've been through it many times. They are at a point where they are very, very wise. They've learned a lot of lessons. They have a lot of life experience. And they are rebuilding from the ground up their life, okay? So they are highly focused, highly driven, motivated individuals, okay? Childish. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the terms should be grow up or get out. So they're coming clean about having been a bit immature in the past and they're trying to change their ways, okay? They're trying to seriously use their judgment to level up, okay? The Hanged Man, undecided, choosing between lovers, competing for affection. This person is like stuck in this pattern of like having multiple options, like multi-dating, or you know, not really being set on one person. They want to change it, but it's like a work in progress, okay? Why the Eight of Swords? Mental entrapment, anxiety, feeling trapped but not actually being trapped, up in the air, not able to make solid plans, flighty, ungrounded. It takes two. Someone is not committed, incompatible, conflicted. Unpredictable, never know what they'll do, unreliable, live wire, show off, needs to prove themselves, insecure, exhibitionist. So this person that you're dealing with, Leo, they're a bit insecure. They feel that everyone's watching what they're doing. They haven't proven themselves yet. And it's making them insecure. They tend to, while they're trying to get their ducks in a row, they're distracting themselves with multiple options that are not serious, okay? So it's not what they want, but they feel that's all that's on offer for them at the moment. But I feel like we're on the cusp of change, okay? Temperance. Give me one for the Temperance, please. Temperance reversed. Having kind of mood swings, you know, not able to kind of temper their emotions. Sometimes they're down, sometimes they're up, sometimes they're angry, sometimes they're chilled. You don't know what you're going to get. Crushed. Hurting emotionally, taking time to heal before jumping in again. If this person is being distant or they're not chasing you the way you thought they would, they're actually trying to heal from something that's happened in the past, okay? So they're not a thoughtless individual. They're somebody that is in a really major, like a pivotal point in your life where you're going up, 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 climbing up to the summit. Once you get to the top, you know, the view is fantastic, but they're kind of like just about to get to the summit. Okay, so that their focus is 100% on career and stability and avoiding, you know, running around with the wrong people, basically, because they've done a lot of that. Alone. You feel like you are in this situation all by yourself, but it won't be like this forever. Yeah. They want to, they do want a relationship, but they want a loving relationship next. They're tired. They're tired of running around with the wrong types. The truth is that you simply don't feel fulfilled. It's worth the wait to find true happiness. That's what they believe, okay? That they're waiting. It's their choice not to be involved with anyone right now. They've got options, but they're not actually spending time with other people. They're spending time alone. They're fully focused, devilish. Trouble follows them around, tempting, addictive charm. This person has a lot of charm, and a lot of people are attracted to them and they want to run with them. They want to experience, a night with them. And they're kind of very aware that they have that seductive nature about them, okay? So I read once, I've got like 3 volumes of Les Miserables. But in one of the opening paragraphs, because I've never managed to sit and just read through the books, in one of the opening paragraphs, it says that girls play with, men's feelings the way that children play with knives, like it's kind of deliciously like enticing. It's intoxicating once you realise you have that power over the opposite sex. It gives you a high sense of prowess, and you feel like you can seduce like any member of the opposite sex. It makes you feel very, very powerful and very much in your feminine energy. What was the point of what I was going to say? Yeah, this person has reached a point where they've been doing a lot of this and it's leaving them quite empty afterwards because they're not coming away with anything. They come home alone, okay? They wake up alone. So they've had enough of using their feminine wiles to sort of entertain themselves. It's not fun anymore, okay? It's nothing funny about waking up alone. So this person is, they're crushed. It's really affecting their mood, living their life on the edge like that. So that, it leaves you feeling empty, leaves you feeling alone. They want to come out from that and they want equal give and take with someone. So, they must be getting to a point where they're ready for something serious. Let's get messages from them and then I'll get you some advice. Oh, wait, no, I can do these as well. Give me one for crumbling, please. These are good, these clarifying love situations. They give you like very specific advice. Eternal renewal. In the cycle of life, understanding breeds hope for what comes next. Yeah, so they're understanding what's, been the pattern for the last year or two and they want to do different. They don't want to keep coming home alone, okay? Fluttering heart. Your passion leads you to the love that you desire. Yeah. Reassembling ruins from shattered pieces, gather strength to rebuild what was once broken. They're kind of on the cusp of wondering whether to pick a person out of a couple of people or stay by themselves and wait for someone totally brand new, but they want stability. Give me one for show off, devilish. Hidden thorns. Look beyond the romance to discern true intentions. They kind of end up investing in people that are trash, that just want to sleep with them. You end up going through a lot of people and the result's the same. So You know, if you want the story to change, you got to change what you're doing, right? Moonlit unity, use understanding to have greater emotional balance. Turbulence, heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. They've started to get very, very angry about the way that they're being treated and the way they've been allowing people to treat them. It's made a lot of anger in them, okay? That's not their natural temperament. It's an imbalance that's being created by getting into these, you know, complicated situations. Alone. Trusted ties, build rapport, believe in mutual respect and respond with understanding. So that's what they're going to try to do, because they've ended up with this frozen heart. Empathy and warmth melts barriers for true connection. You know, they're going to end up not being able to have empathy for people anymore, because they're just getting like too many times involved with people who are like treating them like a doormat, you know, like wiping their feet on them. So they're trying to move on from that with a lot of understanding and, you know, to not be angry. Revelations canvas, expose truths and divulge secrets to create a masterpiece of clarity. Yeah, they want to get clear on, you know, why they've been doing what they've been doing and, you know, simplify. Yeah, nah, that's what they got. Right, sorry Leo, my phone ran out of battery. My microphone is really big and it has the whole thing lights up when it's on. And if my phone runs out of battery and turns off, the microphone, you know, goes black instead of having lovely colours going through it. So I only realised while I was gabbing away that my phone had died. So it's the next morning, I'm burning some sage and I'm just looking through your cards to remember where we were up to. Oh, that smells good. Look beyond the romance to discern true intentions. Turbulence. Heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. Use understanding to have greater emotional balance. Moonlit unity. Yeah, so your sun sign is how you present to the world, okay? It affects your body, your face, how you look, your physical characteristics, which part of the body you're most sensitive to, what you find most attractive in the opposite sex. It's all about what's seen, okay? The moon represents your moon sign. It represents what's hidden, okay? So I have to have balance because I'm Libra moon. I have to see both sides of everything, and it's great because I can be fair and I like justice and I've got a strong sense of what's right and wrong, but it can be difficult because it's hard to make a decision. You know, you are hurting emotionally right now. You need time to heal before you jump in again. Okay. Devilish trouble follows them around, tempting addictive charm. Temperance reversed. Yeah. I think we were talking about your person, Leo, being someone who's attractive, seductive. They're very, very... Oh, I watched a movie last night with my sister. It was directed by Guy Ritchie and there's a woman in it. It's set in wartime and it's based on a true story. it's a group of spies and they all have different ones obsessed with pyromania. So he's the explosive expert. It's a comedy, but it's based on a true crime story, like a team that existed in the First World War to intercept the Nazis and allow America to help Britain. And yeah, this woman gets all the officers into a party, and she's like, she's singing, but she's dressed like really provocatively, and it's set in like 1920. She looks absolutely stunning. I have to find out the actress's name. So the movie is called what is it called? Hang on, let me pause. Okay, it's The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Okay, by Guy Ritchie, and it came out this year. We watched it on Netflix, I think. It's so good. It's really well shot. Very dramatic, poetic, but this woman is a temptress, my God. So yeah, she's one of the spies. She's highly intelligent, and it's her job to keep everyone distracted while all these she does a lot of other information gathering as well. But she, and the main thing, like for the time that it was set, is she's like absolutely like a sex bomb. She is like dangerous. So anyway, I'm not going to ruin the movie for you, but yeah, go and watch it. It's amazing. But Leo, this is what you've been dealing with, is someone who has used her feminine wiles. Fluttering heart, your passion leads you to the love you desire. This person does love, right? They do love, but they've kind of been running around. They've got caught up in like the games, and sometimes that's the only thing that people are offering. But they do want love. But it's like, if you remember, the person that they were inside, they're a little girl that wants love, right? And they've ended up kind of just having to enjoy, the game of like who's going to be picked and who's important, and running with the wrong kinds of people. When you believe that you've got a lot to offer, when you believe that you've got your ducks in a row, you accept only to be treated right. You don't accept to be compared, and chosen out of many. I'm not saying that anyone does accept that if they're having casual relationships or things that, are unlikely to last. But yeah, they're the Hierophant. They've learnt a lot of lessons. In the cycle of life, understanding breeds hope for what comes next. They don't want to be in something that's crumbling anymore. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build, and they become this person that relentlessly grows. And I wouldn't be surprised if they've got big barriers up. The Hanged Man is like, can this little girl, become someone who sees things from a new perspective? Have lessons been learned, Are they going to wait for something, proper to come in? And it's hard to do that, guys, because it's lonely, it's boring. There's nothing going on for ages, and you're working hard and you're doing the most, in work, like growing, being tough, putting your big girl boots on. And it doesn't have to be a woman, it could be a man but you are really toughing it out and you're dealing with teams of people and you're, doing the most, and you come home, you've got no one to come home to. This is why we end up, wanting excitement. This is why we end up, wanting a bit of excitement, a bit of drama, a bit of unpredictability. Needs to prove themselves, insecure exhibitionists. So there might be someone that enjoys how they look. They can be a bit unpredictable, a bit of a dark horse, a bit exciting. But yeah, they need to, you can reach in for the most beautiful rose and get pricked by 1,000 thorns, and it's, you cut to bits, aren't you? So it takes two. Someone is not committed, incompatible, conflicted. They're so sick of dealing with these kind of scenarios that it's so draining, I think the excitement of stuff like that's addictive, but then the pain of it just, 99% of your time, you're actually like really angry, or you're really upset, or you're really lonely. And it just puts all your emotions out of whack. Temperance reversed is an imbalance of emotions. It's emotional tumultuousness, is that right? Yeah. And you can start hating the opposite sex, You can start hating the opposite sex and mistreating them more and more. And I think a lot of men do this as well. There's a lot of very good looking men that sort of, they hurt others and they hurt themselves by doing it as well. But it's like they just don't know how to stop doing it. Heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. The drama needs to stop. Who wants to feel like that most of the time? That's not fun, empty. The truth is that you simply don't feel fulfilled. It's worth the wait to find true happiness. You feel like you're in this situation all by yourself, but it won't be like this forever. That's what Spirit's reminding. Trusted ties, build rapport, belief in mutual respect, and respond with understanding. Now that's what you get when you're in, a situation with someone who shows you their intentions from day one. Oh, good. They are there when they say they're going to be there. They offer to pick you up. They tell you to wear a coat in the morning because it's cold, when you walk to work, or, they say, I want to drop you off at the airport because I love you and I want to make sure you get there safe. Everyone deserves a love like that. I've had a love like that. I've had someone open car doors for me, pay for meals whenever we eat out. I'll pay more when we're at home, but it's give and take. Whoever's had the hardest day, they get to relax and the other person will cook the meal and you take care of each other, Go to the doctors and get the medicine for you when you're sick, so you don't have to get out of bed and go yourself, like, struggling with a chest infection. Like, everyone wants someone to share life with, and to take turns caring for each other. This is the ultimate goal, and unfortunately, because we haven't all got our lives together, we're running around like kids with knives, just hurting each other. It's awful. So if you are like considering, casual relationships, know that you can get your fingers burnt, and it's fine to do stuff like that if you don't feel like you've got enough to offer right now. But be honest and upfront what you're looking for. There is no need to hurt people. You can be honest and say, well, I find you so attractive, but I just don't have, I'm not in a situation where I can be committed to someone right now. Like, how do you feel about that? And just be honest and upfront, because it's perfectly fine to have fun, but you don't want to be running around leaving trails of destruction left, right and centre, because it catches you up, And no one feels good really knowing that they've caused that to loads of other people. I'm not saying that's what you've been doing. I'm saying that's what your person has been doing, okay? That flew out then, didn't it? Let's have a look. I want you to choose. They really, really want someone who knows what they want, okay? And is going to be upfront at the beginning, because they've had that before. They're not someone that's never had a good relationship, but it's been a long time, okay? Be more selfish. They need to make sure that they wait, okay, for where's the card that I want? They need to make sure that they wait. You know, because more damage happens when you trust the wrong people. I hope that makes sense. I've mixed all my cards up now, but I need more time for me. They want stability, okay? They need more time for themselves. Ace of Swords. That's clarity. The Ace of Swords is clarity. It's a revelation. They would do very well now to let their wounds heal and to recover. They need time to sort of heal, you know. The wounds need to heal, and they need to stop this trail of like dysfunction, you know, going from one person that's treating them poorly to the next. I don't want to lose you. They feel like they're stuck in these situations where it always ends with like they're getting walked away from. But you cause that, you see, when you keep picking people that you think are low value. Obviously they're gonna like treat you poorly and walk away. So you become a self-fulfilling prophecy then, where no one sticks around. Because it can't end any other way when you're with people who haven't got their own shit together. They are waiting for you. God, it's so chaotic and like dramatic. I mean, there's always going to be plenty of people waiting to dance with the devil, but I think that needs to stop, you know, for a while. There needs to be some calm and some like, you know, boring isn't always bad, because boring means there's nothing terrible to deal with, okay? Right, and we've got Justice upright with the Five of Pentacles coming out from the cold. Expose truths and divulge secrets to create a masterpiece of clarity. They need true openness with someone. They need to be able to be open and vulnerable with someone. And I think that's going to be you, Leo. I don't think you've met this person yet. I hope I haven't been confusing about that, because I can't remember what I said in the beginning of the reading. What did I say? We've got the Empress, we've got avoidant arguments, we've got loss. Was it moving away from troubles in the home? empath and the strength. I said it was getting harder and harder to... Maybe I said it was getting harder and harder to deal with this person. I hope he'll wait for me. Maybe this is someone that you know. You might have been involved with them. Or it might be you watching on as you kind of like do value this person, but you kind of watch them, you know, running from one drama to the next, and you're like, This is why I hate it when my phone runs out of battery, but uses so much power when I'm filming. I mean, I'm reading for a excuse me, I'm reading for a collective, so it could be a few scenarios, but I do tend to change as the reading evolves and I get more and more messages coming out. It's just, what were the original cards? They had... You've got the Empress and you've got... Did I say you were both in your feminine energy? The Queen of Cups, it's coming back to me now. They had... the Hierophant, which is... They could be a Taurus. I think I remember saying that. Because that's the major arcana for Taurus. Taurus is the Hierophant. They've got the Hanged Man as the challenge, so are they able to see another perspective? Or are they going to keep going with the destruction? What were the cards that were under here? Pentacles. They've got heavy earth and air. Heavy earth and air. Their emotions are all over the place. You've got... I mean, the Empress is... That's heavy Taurus and Libra. You've got earth, swords, earth, air, water, fire. Your fire's out, you know, for a fire sign, your strength, your like major arcana's reversed. That's your card, Leo, and it's reversed. So I think you're struggling at the moment to kind of have that fiery aspect. Perhaps you suspect that they're involved in like messy stuff, so you've kind of like pulled back communication, and you're avoiding, you know, judgment or arguing. But you are the Empress right now, you're all four queens, so you are very attractive, and this person is wondering where you've gone. I hope you'll wait for me. Oh. Spirit, will Leo and this Taurus come back together again? Things happen sooner when you focus your energy on you. So you both have growth to do, and that's why you're apart right now. Okay, let me get you some advice. Transformation. Transformation is brewing. Embrace change and harness its magic. You're both in a period of growth. You have become the empress, okay? You are all four queens. Look at the sun beaming out of you. You have grown. I think I was talking about this last night. You have grown financially, okay? The Queen of Pentacles. You have grown in terms of your abilities to be empathetic and caring and understanding with others. You've become much more, instead of angry and fiery, you've become much more of a nurturer and someone who's wise. You are the Queen of Swords. You are someone who is very cerebral at this done it again. I want to say point and moments. I said point. I did that last night, I think. At this point in your life, you're more mature. You have really, really come into your own. You have a lot of wisdom, a lot of, really good food for thought that you've started to share with others. You're getting financially stable. You are so attractive. And this person is saying, I hope you'll wait for me. Because they're not quite there yet. And they know it. I don't want to lose you. 4 is a number of stability. Okay, they know they haven't got stability right now. They're waiting for your return. 3 is a number of personal growth. Okay. You've each got more growing and more transformation. Okay, balance. Harmony with nature is key. Connect with the elements for balance and wisdom. Get outside. Get amongst nature. That's what this person's going to do. Okay, and they're going to let the wind blow through the hair. Let the rain fall on their cheeks, the nose. Enjoy the stunning elements. Listen to the leaves rustling. Have the sun shine on their face. That's what it's all about, like being at one with nature, watching the squirrels run around, the birds, being productive, gathering all their nuts and fruit, and, animals cozying into the woods, bedding down. It all reminds you that life carries on and we're all part of this crazy universe, Everything's connected. You and this person are inside this. This is sacred geometry. Okay, it's the flower of the universe. It's all interconnected. There's no gaps, there's no beginning, and there's no end. We feel so removed from everything all the time, but we are part of this. Okay. I tell you what as well, there's nothing more cleansing than like people do things like, obviously be careful in winter time doing stuff like this, but people do like the outdoor swimming. They do like that, what's it called, like where you go bathing in like natural sources of water. That you just feel like you're reborn, It's very purifying water. Even when if you've had a really hard day in work, you're absolutely sweaty, feel disgusting, you get home and you like shower and you just feel like reborn, don't you? Like feel like you again. There is transformation. There's a lot of purifying, cleansing that's going to happen. A lot of balance, a lot of clarity, a lot of growth. Okay. So we'll see how this movie unfolds. I hope this makes sense. Sorry it's in 2 parts, and I will see you in the next one. Please give me a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost. I get all the notifications. I'm very, very grateful, and I just hope more than anything this channel helps people to process what's going on with them right now. Okay, whether you're the Leo or the cross watcher. All right, congratulations on your success, Leo, and I will see you in the next one.